and my bangs still. My forehead is big. So I decided, stop.
So I never thought that my first video would be about my acne, but that's a good and a bad thing because the video is about how I cleared up my skin, which is progress. But I just wanted to make a disclaimer because I truly never have had terrible acne in my life. I've had the usual consistent breakout in high school, but then my last year of college and then that period of time right after I graduated, it was probably the worst that I've ever had it. So just a disclaimer on that. I'm not saying I have had the worst acne, because I know that it, can be worse than what I've had. But it was still what affected my life, and it was consistent for such a long period of my life, that it definitely affected my day-to-day. So that's why I wanted to make a video, because of what I've done, so hopefully it could help somebody with kind of the similar situation that I was in. So yeah. So first of all, I am on Accutane, which was something that I contemplated for a few years, and this is actually my second round of it that I'm on, because the first time that I was on it, my doctor didn't give me a high enough dose, so it didn't really do much for me. But now, this time around, I have like 3 months left, and it definitely helped basically kill it from the inside, which was good. But then I also knew on the outside, what the heck was I gonna do? Because I've tried every topical, every antibiotic, every face wash, and I was just tired. And I wanted to include some pictures of what my skin used to look like. And I would also make it worse by using different products like every week. And so some of these pictures are really bad allergic reactions that I've caused, like rashes that were all over my face that turned into acne. So not only was I having to cure my acne that I had before that, but then now I just created acne, like newer acne that I had to deal with then as well. So that was awesome. But yeah, so from there I went on Accutane a couple years ago. Not even, I can't remember. But I was on that for like 7 months, and there really wasn't that much of what's the word? Drastic? There really wasn't that much of a drastic change with that. It just kind of kept the same, which was discouraging. So I just wanted to be more aggressive with it, which I have been doing for the past 5 months. I think I have 3 months left, like I said. So yeah, I am going to continue the 3 months with that, and I think it's been doing really well. But on the outside, which is something I can show you guys more, because, Accutane's not for everyone, whereas maybe these skin products that I use are. And the biggest thing that I can say, the biggest takeaway, which I've had to tell myself a million times, is
being consistent with what you use.
And the stigma with skincare is that it should be really luxurious and high-end. And that's not the case, because I've used that stuff and it doesn't work for me. So what I needed in my life was consistency. I needed a good brand. I needed to step away from all the fancy stuff, and that's what I did. And I only use one brand for everything. Face wash. Okay, not my moisturizer. I use a different thing for my moisturizer. But my face wash and any topicals, any serums that I use, all one brand, which I think has helped me a lot. That's a big thing for me. That's a big tip that I'm going to give for anyone struggling with any sort of acne. But I'm not a doctor, so I'm not prescribing that.
I'm just saying.
And that's what worked for me. So yeah, so I'm just going to show you guys what products I use and how I use them. The only brand that I've been using is SkinCeuticals, and I've been using this I've been using it since last year. and I've had no bad side effects to it. It feels really good for my skin. I've seen results from this brand. That's the biggest thing for me. Yeah, so I just wanted to go in and talk about the products more, SkinCeuticals, if you're watching. First thing is this cleanser. This is the LHA cleanser. It's a gel, but as you kind of saw how I rubbed it in, it got a little bit foamy. So this is a face wash for acne-prone skin. It's an exfoliating gel cleanser, which decongests pores, smooths skin texture, and brightens skin. It refines the skin surface and has antibacterial and anti-inflammatory effects. So that's my cleanser. And then some serums that I showed you guys. My favorite and most newest one is this. This is the Discoloration Defense, because my biggest thing now is I don't have pimples currently, but my biggest thing are all these dark marks that have been left over from my acne. So I'm trying to kind of get rid of those and brighten up my face. So it says that the Discoloration Defense is a layerable daily use dark spot corrector clinically proven to reduce the appearance of key types of skin discoloration, including hard to treat forms such as stubborn brown patches and post-acne marks. So that's what this baby's for. And I think that it's been doing its job. Definitely haven't seen 100% results yet, but I've only been using this one for a couple weeks and I use it 2 times a day. And then to kind of spot treat, it's this one right here, this blemish and age defense. Is a targeted oil-free approach for aging skin prone to breakouts. This first-to-market acid blend combines 2%.
I don't know how to say all these acids. The low formulation to reduce the formation of acne and clogged pores while improving the appearance of fine lines, wrinkles, and uneven skin tone.
So that's what I use for that. And then to kind of soothe everything, because you know those are pretty acidic things. I kind of lied to you before saying I don't use any of these for a moisturizer, but this is as close to a moisturizer as I have from SkinCeuticals. It's the Hydrating B5 gel. So this, nutrients, okay, that's what happens when you start reading halfway through. Hydrating B5 gel replenishes nutrients the skin needs to feel smooth and appear younger. This oil-free moisturizer combines vitamin B5 with hyaluronic.
Ow! I can't speak!
Hydrating B5 gel replenishes nutrients the skin needs to feel smooth and appear younger. This oil-free moisturizer combines vitamin B5 with hyaluronic acid, the body's natural hydrator, to help bind moisture to the skin. Basically, a moisturizer on that end, but I don't use that too often, even though literally empty. I don't use it too often, but if I don't use that, I do just use this CeraVe Daily Moisturizing Lotion. Wow, my skin looks red. It's really not irritated or anything. It's just from me scrubbing my face. But yeah, so this is my go-to with moisturizer because it's not scented, it's not irritating, it's not oily, and so this is my best bet for anything. I don't use anything high-end for moisturizers because that's what's done me wrong in the past. And just something I didn't include in my other video was using a jade roller, which I use to put on my serums if my hands are kind of making it more irritated or I want something a little smoother and relaxing, so I use my jade roller for my serums. Yeah, and if you keep it in the fridge, it's really nice in the morning. It's also, I mean, it has a lot of benefits, but it makes my face less puffy, and putting on the serums with it just makes you feel so luxurious. And that's all I wanted to say. Should I do a close-up of my skin? Okay, so this is what my skin looks like post all of my acne. But yeah, so that's where I'm at right now. It's just dealing with all of these dark marks. in the best way possible without damaging my skin. So I'm gonna try using these products, see where that takes me. I want to kind of do an updated skincare routine within the next 3 months of me being off Accutane. Because once I'm off that, I'm gonna kind of really see how my skin is, how it reacts on its own without the medication. So
Pray for me.
So that's that. That's my skin. That was how I care for it. Hopefully this wasn't a hot mess, and hopefully this helps somebody. Hopefully this was helpful in any way. But yeah, this was fun. Thanks for watching.